Good morning, everyone. Today is June 13th, and I'm going to bring you along for a garden update. We finally got a lot of blossoms on the tomatoes. We've got some nasturtiums blooming. The sun's coming out now, so sorry if there's harsh shadows. Finally got the rest of the tomatoes planted. I had some more tomatoes that I planned on growing, but I don't know if it's because it's just so hot or if there's an issue with the soil, but I've never had an issue getting my tomatoes to germinate, anything to germinate, really, for that matter. And the ones that are germinating, the seeds are stuck on the seedling. So I tried replanting them deeper, thinking maybe, the soil wasn't able to like push that seed away, and that didn't work either. A lot of them just still didn't germinate. So I went ahead and planted the extra that I had. I had some clones that I took off some of my tomatoes that are a lot older in the containers, the big black containers. And then I also just had like some extra like Beefsteak, Beefmaster, Supersweet. And I just went ahead and planted those. I've been out here every day weeding, but it's really hard to keep under control, especially with a baby. But I know next year and the year after it'll be a lot easier keeping the weeds down. Here is the melon bed. I have these hoses in the center right now because they needed a little extra water. We've got the two Canteloupe here, excuse me. Then the Sugar Baby, the Jubilee, and the Crimson Sweets. Then we have our mini pumpkin and our bush scallop squash. Got the zinnias around the edges, marigolds. I've also got some volunteer cucumbers from the previous owner, from the previous owner's garden. I'm just gonna let those go, and if they produce, they produce. If not, it's not a big deal. We're not big cucumber eaters, but I would like to get a few and try pickling some. Here's some more. And I want to bring you in close to the zinnias that I had topped off and show you how nicely they're bushing out. Alright, and then here are the containers. We got this funny looking guy over here that I guess was two tomatoes that have grown into one. But we've got the lettuce. It's still looking alright. Still been harvesting off of it. I just pruned these guys yesterday, so that's why they look so bare. I usually only put tomatoes in here, but I put lettuce and some carrots and some other things just to try to get as much growing as I could, because like I said, I didn't know if we were going to be able to get anything in the ground this summer. This cherry's doing really good. We've got a lot of fruit that's going to be ready here really soon. Our potatoes in 2 of the buckets have been flowering for the past week or so. So I believe here in a couple days I'm gonna get in here and feel around and see how big the potatoes are looking like. Those may be ready to harvest. This one got planted a lot later though, so I know that one's not ready. I still have to top this one off with some soil. And then here we have our little container that has some strawberries and lettuce in it. And then here's this strawberry container. It's starting to set a lot more fruit now. And then here's our other one. Still struggling with the birds getting a hold of them though, as you can see here. Here is my container that has the pansies and petunia seeds that have just germinated. They're so tiny. Sorry about the cars in the background. And then here's where I decided to put the 2 containers I planted up last week. They're looking really good. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this update. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our garden and future updates that we do to the garden and to our property. Thanks for watching.